I just wanted to cry for a long time, but now I just feel like talking about Microsoft offering Xbox One without Kinect for $3.99.
Oh, really?
Pat, that means you lead in on this one.
I'm the lead on this one.
Yeah.
So I guess one of the criticisms, besides Microsoft offering originally DRM and, you know, not being able to buy or sell their used Xbox One games, one of the criticisms was that they were bundling the Kinect, and originally you had very nice, Ian. Originally you had to have the stupid thing set up, and oh yeah, by the way, they can monitor you at the same time, and then collect and sell data potentially to advertisers or whatever. So finally, because it also costs like $100 for this stupid thing, Microsoft is now going to offer an Xbox One without Kinect bundled in for $399, which is still a hefty price tag, but at least it's better than $499.
Well, it sounds like, to me, it's the same price point as the PlayStation 4, which is, I mean, this is exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to compete head-on with Sony. I think there's other factors that led to them dropping it. One, Titanfall was their big gamble. They thought Titanfall was going to be the system seller, and it moved some units, but not nearly enough. They're trailing Sony, the PS4, pretty heavily.
Well, we predicted this when that was just way too much money when they announced it. It was too much far away from the Wii U and from the PS4.
And everything that they've talked about wanting the Xbox One to be, it no longer is. You know, I mean, all of their original stupid DRM, like you said, has been reversed. But now without the Kinect being required, all the support that people would have thrown in for this, we are a set-top box that is going to replace everything, you've split your consumer base, so now you can't do that. So all you have now is a competitor to the PS4. You have nothing that makes it special.
Well, that was a gamble too. They thought that they honestly thought people would buy something for $500 or $600 just to say, Xbox, watch NFL. Like, no, that's not why people are spending $600. They want a video game system. They don't give a shit that you can change channels with voice commands in a cumbersome way.
Yeah.
That was an awful, and that was how they were leading the marketing of it. It was almost like that was primary, games were secondary.
Well, it goes back to that old video that came out immediately after the press conference. TV,
yes.
sports, TV,
sports.
And I mean, I've said it before, but maybe, I mean, I'll try not to dwell on it, but for listeners who haven't heard this, you know, maybe it's just me because I mostly use things like Netflix and Hulu, but I don't see TV actually being a big thing for most people. I mean, being able to run your TV through your Xbox is not that huge of a deal. I just don't think that was a selling point. Voice commands. I hate shit like that. I mean, I know I'm not speaking for everyone, but I didn't want it. I don't, you know, and the thing is also the Kinect came out at a time on the 360 where they were still making a gamble thinking that motion-based games were going to be something that people still played. And that has all but died. But I'm sure when they were putting the system together, because, I mean, these things are in development for a lot longer.
Sure.
They probably thought that this was still going to be something that they could bank on. And as far as I know, there's almost nothing that's Kinect exclusive for the Xbox One.
Well, they should have saw, I mean, obviously they have the Kinect and the 360, and they should have looked at that and said, well, we have this, it's a novelty. It's not, we should be banking our system on it. Right. As far as I know, the cool thing about Kinect is the voice commands are probably what is used the most out of anything.
I had fun navigating a menu, you know, with my hand, but I mean, I don't need, but I can also do that just fine with my freaking thumbs.
It's only good if it works perfectly. The second it doesn't work as well as a controller or as quickly, it's useless.
Yeah.
The second that you do something by accident or fails to do it, you're going to throw the damn thing away or want to and just use a controller. Again, something that inputs, maybe it's old-fashioned. Oh, it's like a baby's toy. Yeah, but it works, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why that's been the solid gold standard for, you know, generations of systems, is because a controller is easy. You pick it up, you press a button, it does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, even the Wii U, they sort of pivoted to, okay, we still have a little bit of motion, but now we have the second screen.
Oh yeah, motion is I mean, on the Wii U, anything motion controlled or motion based game wise is very minimal. I mean, it's there, but it's more of a, you can use this pad, you know, for certain things. And even Nintendo, for as badly as they're doing it with the Wii U, they learn very quickly what people like about their gimmicks, and that's a toned down approach to them. Like they did the same thing with the DS. Instead of all these crazy touchscreen games, it's mostly used for menu navigation. But you know what? It makes a game easier to play. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, where Microsoft goes from here. Now you have two systems that are even more similar to each other than they were before, at the same price, only one of them has a bunch of features written into it that most people are never going to use at this point.
Well, especially now if they don't have to connect with it, so
Right.
it's meaningless. So all that money that went into the development of these now meaningless, because if you look at if you're looking for a game system and now they're both the same price, then yeah, now it's a toss up. Now you're looking at again those 10% of games. Other than the 90% that are on both systems, there's 10% of games that are different. And that's what it comes down to, which is again why this console generation is a joke. It's an absolute joke.
Oh yeah, and I mean, and this is even a joke, but I mean, the install base for these systems is already starting to be built, so I don't think it's too late for Microsoft. But I mean,
well, they're 2 million behind in sales.
yeah, that's
a large chunk to make up.
Yeah, that's pretty sizable.
Yeah.
One other thing that I did read about when they were talking about that, and this is actually good news for a lot of people, though, is they are doing away with the absolutely idiotic paywall that they used to have in place for Netflix and for other things. I'm assuming like WWE Network, all these things. Google Plus, Hulu Plus. Basically, on anything else, on the PlayStation 3 or the Wii or Roku or your smart TV or anything, these apps, you download them, they're free, you use them to access what you're already paying for. Microsoft made you pay for your gold subscription on top of what you already paid for Netflix, so you were paying double for the same content, basically.
Sure.
They did, thankfully, get rid of that.
Is that going to be on the 360 and Xbox One?
I don't know if that's going to be on the 360.
That's the only reason I have a gold subscription, so I could watch Netflix on my 360. That's what I use it for at this point.
I'm going to hope that falls over for 360
honestly,
as well.
When it comes up again, I'm probably going to say I'm just going to get a Wii U because then I can watch Netflix on it without paying for a service and then get a new system out of it versus paying $60 a year. I've already done that twice. I've already paid $120 really to watch Netflix and play some, I can't remember the last time I played Street Fighter 2 versus someone online. It was probably it had to be 2.5 years ago at this point. when I first bought for $40 my working 360 Modern Warfare 2 console at the swap meet for $40. Best pickup ever, and that's about as much as I should have paid for a 360 was $40 for the amount of times I've used it. So there you have it. So it's good that Microsoft did this to give consumers options and to bring the price down, but could be too little, too late.
They're sweetening the pot, I think, for people who want it, for people who play Halo and things like that, who want the exclusives on the Xbox One. Now, if you waited, well, you're waiting and you're voting with your wallet paid off because you are getting what you want. You're getting the system without the stupid Kinect. You don't have the stupid paywall. So it's only good for Xbox fans. You just have to. You have to look back at the past 2 years and look at all the money they wasted in trying to force this crap. I just hope that companies learn that when we are getting to a point with the internet. I think for a long time companies didn't think people would vote with their wallet, and now we're getting to the point where people very much are. So, I mean, if a company comes out in 5 years and is like, we're going to put the system out and here's all the stupid shit it's going to do, and people are making fun of it for, 3 months after the fact, maybe don't do it.